Hall for Cornwall was loved to bits and was in great need of refurbishment and improvement to make it fit for the future. We closed in June 2018 and so this project was born. Our project really gutted the building and we were starting from scratch, especially with everything in front of the safety curtain. So we really needed somebody on board who understood how a theatre needed to work. There needs to be a really strong team around a project like this for it to work. Main contractor, subcontractors, it really is a team effort.
It's very important to have a good working relationship with other subcontractors. Good communication, good coordination is the only way really to go forward and get projects done.
And so we're really pleased to get Adlib involved and on board with this project.
When it comes to the team, we've got myself. I deal mostly with stage lighting and audiovisual projects. We've got Tony Griffiths, who's the department head. He's a mechanical engineering specialist. We've got Kay Haynes. Kay's our office manager with a fantastic pedigree in professional theatre. We've got Paul Holt, a stage lighting specialist who deals with audiovisual projects as well. We have Andy Haswell. He's a specialist in stage engineering, particular attention to carpentry, joinery and curtains and drapes as well. Stuart Fraser, he's really our automation specialist on the team. Hall for Cornwall was a project to scoop out the inners of an auditorium and transform it into something different. The essence of this project is we've scooped out the auditorium. We're installing a new orchestra pit lift here, AV infrastructure and a new paging show relay system as well. So into the auditorium. Looking at the auditorium itself, we've got control room at the back, which is now accessible with an audio describer's room as well. We've got the mezzanine balcony and then the first floor balcony. We're taking the capacity from 900 to 1,200 seats. This is the light well, which will be a major feature of the auditorium. We've got one on either side. And just at the front of here, we'll be installing acoustic banners, which will adjust the sort of sound and the look of the auditorium at the same time by being able to raise and lower them at will.
Hall for Cornwall has a very diverse programme, and so the acoustics of the auditorium were really important to us. Being able to bring acoustic banners in various combinations allows us to tune this auditorium so that you reduce that reverberation time, and we're working with shows and learning the best ways to tune the auditorium so they get exactly what they want every time.
This is the Boscawen bar. In here we're providing a background music system and we'll be putting in 6-inch coaxial speakers in here for a high quality background music experience. For us this was an infrastructure project. It was all about installing something that would last for the foreseeable future. The technical team on site were experiencing issues, they were having reliability problems with the pit lift, and as anyone in theatre will know, the pit lift is vital to a lot of operations.
With the orchestra pit, we'd identified a need to replace the old screw jacks, which were set down into that water table.
Unfortunately, they'd been breached, so would regularly fill up with groundwater. The unique thing about a Serapid is that it does not need to penetrate the slab. Down in the pit lift, we've got 4 lifts. We've got 2 gearboxes here. And here we've got 2 double braked motors. Under compression, this chain is completely immovable, and it supports the 5 or so tons dead weight of this pit. You'll press a button for the pit to be at orchestra pit level. You'll press another button which takes it up to auditorium level, and you'll press a third button which takes it up to stage level, which makes it into a stage extension. And all of that will be completely automated. It'll be millimetre perfect every time.
My name's Andrew O'Donnell. I'm the Electrical Contracts Manager for Totus Engineering. Our role here was to provide the electrical installation and all the containment to enable Adlib to put in all the AV infrastructure. The challenge for us was that we've never done anything like this before.
It can be very intimidating to enter the world of theatre. There's a lot of terminology you're not familiar with. There's a lot of technology that you're not familiar with. And TOTUS absolutely rose to the challenge. On a project like this, there's an awful lot of containment systems, and coordinating all of that into the very small spaces that are available when you're refurbishing a listed building takes a phenomenal amount of planning and forethought.
Most projects, you can break them down into smaller areas and deal with them on a as-you-go sort of basis. But we realised very quickly that the whole of the auditorium was basically one area, and we had to deal with it as one complete package. So all the house lighting, we've got drivers which are linked to DMX systems, which is something that is completely new to us.
We knew that we wanted to control that with Paradigm. The system that we developed with Hall for Cornwall was one with multiple modes. Day mode allowed the venue to be a functional room and a space. Rehearsal mode allowed white light backstage where it was required for safety. And show mode locked out all of that white lighting, so there was no possibility of someone making a mistake or pressing the wrong button and switching on some white lights mid-show. We put 2 new rack rooms in place, one for stage lighting and one for AV. And we installed facility panels throughout the auditorium to give the theatre connectivity through the venue without a lot of trailing cables.
So getting the right cable at the right place and understanding the reasons why was a big thing that Adlib put across to us very well.
Rob in particular would just say, look, drawings show this, but I can see that one day you're going to want to be able to plug this in to that. So I've just popped an extra cable in there, you'll find it there, and all those little things just make a huge difference to us. The audiences have absolutely loved the venue. They've been completely blown away. And one of the most satisfying things for me has been just to stand, after all the pain of a long capital project, just to stand and watch and listen to an audience coming in for the first time and see those reactions. And having someone leading that installation team who really truly understands how a live venue works is absolutely invaluable to making that happen.
This is a project the whole team is really, really proud of, and something that, having completed it 9 months ago, I still talk about every day.
This rates up there with one of the best projects that I've been involved in. And whenever I come in and look around, I think, yes, we did that. And yes, I'm really proud of the combined effort that we put in.
I feel like we've produced a very functional and well-equipped building, easy to use and easy to be in, really.
We're seeing the increased audience numbers that our new auditorium was supposed to bring us. We're seeing the shows coming that wouldn't before. It's worked.